middleweight world champion, known as the Mexican Monster, introducing David Benavidez. Introducing David Morrell Jr.
Canelo Alvarez's refusal to face his top challengers as the undisputed super middleweight champion has pushed David Benavidez and David Morrell into a high-stakes showdown this Saturday night. After failing to secure fights with Alvarez, both men moved up to light heavyweight, where they now meet with a potential shot at the undisputed title on the line. Benavidez twice held the WBC super middleweight title and never lost it in the ring. He first won the belt in 2017 with a split decision over Ronald Gavril and successfully defended it in their rematch the following year. However, later in 2018, he tested positive for cocaine in a voluntary anti-doping association (VADA) test, leading to a 4-month suspension and his title being stripped. He regained the WBC title by stopping Anthony Dirrell in the 9th round of their fight, but was stripped again after failing to make weight for his planned defense against Romer Alexis Angulo. Despite this, Benavidez continued to dominate, winning the WBC interim title in 2022. Meanwhile, Alvarez unified all 4 world titles at 168 obs, but repeatedly avoided discussions of a fight with Benavidez, the division's top contender. With both Benavidez and Morrell now in the light heavyweight ranks, their clash could determine the next major force in the division. Canelo Alvarez's continued reluctance to face his top challengers has led David Benavidez and David Morrell to a high-stakes clash this Saturday at light heavyweight. After both men were unable to secure fights with Alvarez at 168 obs, they moved up in weight, and now they meet with a potential shot at the undisputed championship on the line. Benavidez, a 2-time WBC super middleweight champion, never lost his title in the ring. He first won the belt in 2017 with a split decision over Ronald Gavril and successfully defended it in their rematch. However, in 2018, he tested positive for cocaine in a voluntary anti-doping association (VADA) test, leading to a 4-month suspension and the loss of his title. He regained the WBC title in 2019 by stopping Anthony Dirrell, but was stripped again after failing to make weight for his first defense against Romer Alexis Angulo. Despite these setbacks, Benavidez continued to establish himself as a dominant force, claiming the WBC interim title in 2022. As it became increasingly clear that a fight with Alvarez would not materialize, Benavidez moved up to 175 obs, where he captured the WBC interim title by defeating former world champion Alexander Gvozdyk. However, the fight proved more difficult than expected, as he battled through torn hand ligaments and showed signs of fatigue in the later rounds. Morrell, a highly skilled Cuban southpaw, also spent time as an Alvarez mandatory challenger. Despite winning the WBA regular championship in just his 5th professional fight, and making 5 consecutive defenses, he never received serious consideration for a bout with the Mexican superstar. Frustrated with the lack of opportunities, Morrell also made the jump to 175 obs, where he defeated Ravo Kajic to win the WBA regular title. Like Benavidez, Morrell's debut at the new weight wasn't entirely smooth. He struggled at times in a competitive fight, ultimately winning by decision in a bout that was closer than the scorecard suggested. Before moving up, Morrell had been a devastating puncher at 168 obs, with only 2 of his previous opponents making it past the 4th round. Now, with a fight that eluded them at super middleweight, both men have the chance to stake their claim as the division's next top contender. The winner is expected to challenge the victor of the rematch between undisputed light heavyweight champion Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol, set for February 22. This fight could come down to which fighter has made the better adjustments at light heavyweight. Both struggled slightly in their debuts at 175 obs, though it's worth noting neither took an easy fight in their first test at the weight. Morrell has been a punishing puncher throughout his career, combining raw power with elite technique from his extensive amateur background. Benavidez, while not as refined, has continuously improved and possesses a relentless offensive style that wears opponents down. If the fight turns into a slugfest, both men have the power to land a fight-ending shot. Morrell may see Benavidez's fading stamina in his last bout as a sign to push the pace and take control in the later rounds. However, Benavidez's greater professional experience and ability to handle adversity may give him the edge in a tough, high-action fight. With both fighters possessing knockout power, a stoppage is a real possibility, though a decision win for either man is also on the table. Bettors looking for the best value may consider backing a late-round stoppage or a decision victory in what promises to be an explosive battle.